Krampus content here, y'all, aka Jim Jig, aka J Legend, aka the best in the business. I'm here talking about the Steelers and they're losing against the Eagles in a blowout, and it wasn't even close. The Eagles came out the gate. They fumbled twice because of Jalen Hurts. I don't know how he fumbled. Wasn't taking care of the game. Wasn't paying attention. Wasn't taking care of the ball. And then you had Cooper DeJean. I don't know how he fumbled. It was just two unforced turnovers. Cause this is the second time this year Cooper DeJean fumbling. And the first time he got knocked back by his own player, but this time I guess he just fumbled, just being careless with the ball. But the Eagles defense was able to hold up and hold them to 3, and then Jalen Hurts bounced back and got it together, and he went on an aerial attack and lit it up in the passing game, getting AJ and Devontae Smith involved. He got AJ and Devontae Smith involved. You got them both involved, and they both end up having like 100-yard games. And I had predicted that the Eagles was going to win at least by 7, but they ended up winning by 17, 27-13. It ended up being a blowout. But the Eagles won this game with and you also the Eagles won this game outright. The defense held up. The defense is on there on their defense is on Russell Wilson all day. They was sacking him all day. They was on him all day. We got a lot of good breaks. And they said AJ Brown might be injured, but he did have that hip check, which he went out the game, but he ended up coming back. But they had ruled that as an illegal blow. Yeah, you can't do that in the league because you actually really hurt somebody. Yeah, tackling somebody like that's not a proper tackle. Yeah. Yeah, you're supposed to tackle him by his leg. You're not supposed to grab or just push him out of bounds. That's how you get him down. That you can really hurt somebody. You can really end their career. Yeah, that's really dangerous. But AJ Brown ended up coming back in the game. he continued to have his 100-yard game. Like I said, Devontae Smith had his 100-yard game. They both went off and Jalen Hurts proved once again that he's a good bad passer. You had people like Dan Sileo and all them try to make it like he couldn't throw. I was like, that man already proved that he could throw. And he's accurate. He's very accurate. Yeah, but he kept saying he couldn't throw. Dan kept saying he couldn't throw, but the man proved that he could throw the football. He's very accurate. But to get back into the game, the Eagles, they they was harassing Russell Wilson all night. They held him to 13. Jalen Hurts was very efficient, even though he had the fumble at the beginning of the game, but he bounced back and battled through that, and he was he was very efficient, very accurate. Best game of the season. He was lighting them up, but he had to win in the passing game because the run game wasn't as effective. Even though you had, but Saquon ended up getting hurt in the second quarter, so the run game wasn't. Even though he still had 19 attempts, but the run game wasn't as effective. So they knew they to beat Pittsburgh. You got to beat Pittsburgh through the air. That's the only way you gonna beat Pittsburgh, because they ain't gonna let you running on them. Then you gonna have to beat them through the air. And that's what Jalen Hurts did. He beat them right through the air. He lit them up for almost 300 yards. It was like 290. He had threw it for 32 passes in, but I said he throw it in between 25 and 30 times a game. They'd be really effective in the passing game. The problem with the passing game wasn't that Jalen Hurts couldn't throw the ball. It was he didn't throw enough attempts. He didn't have enough pass attempts. Yeah, he didn't have enough pass attempts. So that was the problem with the passing game. Jalen Hurts proved that he could be efficient, but they were just riding the running back. They were just riding Saquon. But yeah, Saquon right now got 1,500 rushing yards right now. I think he's probably close to 16. I think he need two more 100-yard games for him to pass Eric Dickerson's record. I think he need like about 300 yards. Rushing yards like about 350. And that's all he need to really run it up. But this is the Crown Prince of commentating. Don't forget to click and subscribe to the channel. Peace.